Olá, meu nome é Thaís, eu sou do blog Inquietude Brasileira e estou muito feliz que eu estou gravando meu primeiro vídeo e estou inaugurando a entrevista com meu professor de inglês, Gavin Dunn,
Hi.
e ele é da Inglaterra e a entrevista vai ser toda feita em inglês, tá, gente? Mas não se preocupa, porque vai ser bom que nós vamos praticar o nosso inglês e ouvindo o sotaque britânico e não tem problema que vocês podem estar acompanhando embaixo, com a legenda embaixo, ok? Good morning, Gavin.
Morning.
It's a pleasure to receive you here in our
Oh,
channel.
thank you for inviting me.
Oh.
I really enjoy your blog.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Before you came to Brazil, you had already visited Africa, am I right?
Yeah, that's right. I worked there just a short time. It was interesting. It was an interesting experience.
And how was your adaptation there?
Yeah, it was difficult because principally I didn't speak the language. So luckily I was living with another teacher that did speak the language. So I had to do everything with him. Yeah, but it was a very hot place as well. It was the first time I'd lived outside Europe. So it was difficult to adjust, but it was a rewarding experience.
And why did you decide to work there?
Well, because I was looking for something interesting to do, and it was a volunteer position. And like I said, I was looking to go to somewhere totally different, and it was a big culture shock at first, but it was very interesting.
Amazing. And Brazil, how long have you lived here in Brazil?
Wow, 14 years now.
14 years?
Yeah.
And why did you decide to live here?
Well, I was working in a school in England, and I felt like going abroad again to work. And I had a colleague that had lived and worked here in Brazil, and he told me good things, and I became very interested in Brazil.
And how did you imagine Brazil before you came?
Wow, really, I didn't know anything about Brazil. I thought the whole country was basically forest, like Amazonas.
Really?
Yeah.
And how did you learn Portuguese?
Oh, that was difficult for me. I was living with French teachers when I came here, and they picked up Portuguese very fast because it's a similar language, same family. So for me, it took a bit longer, and really it was a couple of years before I could interact with any kind of fluency and confidence with people.
And how was your adaptation here?
Again, it wasn't so bad. Most of my friends initially were other teachers, Brazilian English teachers, so they spoke English. Culturally, I was living in Sao Paulo, so it wasn't so different to Europe. It was very hot though, yeah, which was difficult for me initially. But aside from that, it was very good. The Brazilian people very friendly, and there were a lot of things I liked here. So it was very enjoyable, the adaptation.
And what do you think about the Brazilian way of life?
Oh, I like it here. Yeah, I think the Brazilian people have a
more relaxed.
Yeah, Brazilian people have a very positive attitude to life. Life here can be very stressful, and I think they deal with those problems and they cope with that very well.
And did you suffer any kind of discrimination?
No. I've always found the Brazilian people very welcoming. I think they treat foreigners very well.
And when they call you gringo or something like this, what do you think about this?
Oh, I don't mind. Usually it's said in a friendly way.
In the Brazilian and music food, what do you like best?
Wow, I love the forró music.
Forró?
Yeah, I like dancing. It's something different for me. Took me a long time to learn, probably longer than learning Portuguese. But I enjoy that, and the food. I love the barbecue. Barbecue here is excellent, much better than in England.
And acarajé.
Yeah, I like acarajé. I like the typical food here in Bahia, although I'm not so keen on seafood, but I do like shrimp.
Shrimp. Ooh. Do you know many Brazilian states?
Yeah, I've lived in 4 states and I visited every state here in the Northeast, as well as Rio de Janeiro and Minas Gerais. And I think the farthest south I've travelled is to Paraná.
Paraná.
Yeah.
And how did you choose Bahia?
Well, I think Bahia chose me
Oh,
because I was staying in a hostel in Salvador and I saw an advertisement for an English teacher job in a school and I went to the interview. The owner was a Canadian guy and he liked me, and when I came back to the hostel, the owner of the hostel asked me why I had gone to that place because it was very far from the hostel. And I explained, and when he learned I was an English teacher, he asked me if I wanted to live in the hostel in exchange for teaching the employees.
wow, wonderful.
So yeah, and that was an interesting experience as well. So I found a job and I found somewhere to live in one day. So I thought, wow, this is
The
interesting.
same day.
Yeah, I'll give this a try, and that was 10 years ago now.
Oh, well. Have you already discovered what Bahia has to offer?
Well, I've visited Chapada Diamantina. That's an interesting place, beautiful place. And I've been to Ilha de Itaparica, which is a place not too many tourists visit. It's very near to Salvador and it's very beautiful. It's very unspoiled. I definitely recommend that. But I still haven't been to Morro de São Paulo, for example. There are lots of places I still want to go to here.
And do you ever thinking about going back to England?
Well, I don't know. Maybe eventually. My family all live there. But at the moment, I'm, enjoying living here and working here.
It's good living here.
Yeah.
And thank you, Gavin, for your participation.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy to be part of your blog.
Oh, thank you. Gente, espero que vocês tenham gostado da nossa entrevista. Se vocês quiserem saber mais sobre a Inglaterra ou sobre as experiências de Gavin Dunn aqui no Brasil, manda mais um comentário aí embaixo que assim que pudermos responderemos, ok? Bye bye.
Bye bye.